Hi folks, so this is a special unboxing video. About a month and change ago, Gentleman's Box sent out an email that they were celebrating their anniversary, and they were doing an anniversary box. Now, under most circumstances, I would probably not indulge in a product like this, but given that Gentleman's Box is pretty much kind of the new gold standard for men's subscription boxes, I figured I'd take the gamble and see if it lived up to the reputation. So what they're claiming is there's about $500 retail worth of materials in this. Now, of course, we know that's really not the case. The markup on any kind of fashion or lifestyle item is incredibly huge, but nonetheless, we're looking at something that's a little more, I'm hoping, more upscale, more high profile, high everything than their standard box. Again, Gentleman's Box, they've been one of the sub boxes that I absolutely look forward to, and I'm really, really excited to see what's in this. So I am going to grab my knife, and I have no idea. This is the first time I've done a box of this magnitude, so I really have no idea what is going to be in this, although I think I see there's one. And this time I'm remembering the invisible piece of tape that I always forget when I open the regular box. So let's angle this. Well, maybe. Good grief. All right, so. Aha, there we go. It was just a little stubborn. So let's see what we have in here. This is, wow, lots of stuff. It's kind of like holiday morning. So let's see what we have here. The exclusive 2016 Gentleman's Box 2-year anniversary. See box content details on the other side. So obviously, this has the contents. Obviously, this is going to spoil the box. Obviously, I am not going to look at this. So I'm just going to reach in and grab something. Let me, before I dive in, there's a lot of stuff in there. It's kind of like a big blown up subscription box. I think I'm going to save the big cardboard box for last and just kind of grab the first thing. So this is from Men of Style. I have no idea what's in here, but I'm going to find out. Maybe if I can ever. Oh, here we go. I also don't want to destroy the packaging if I can help it. Hey, we're onto something, and oh my gosh, wow. Of course, I also say this being an Apple Watch user, but wow. Let me see how, there we go. So, first item out of the box is a watch, and a pretty damn sharp, impressive watch. That's also wrapped in very difficult to pull out plastic. And let me also take, so this is a very big, very chunky watch. Love the style. Kind of hold it up here. So as you can see, it kind of has a I don't know if you would call it a 3D. I guess what, a raised face. Under the glass, the band feels nice, kind of a nice soft band. I mean, look at that. It's got a great bend to it. There's like no training on this whatsoever. Really, really liking this. Of course, the problem is I'm owned by my Apple Watch. In particular, I am owned by making sure that at some point in the day, I make the 3 rings come together. But man, I might have to maybe do the rings early one day and wear the watch out. This is really, really nice. Gentleman's Box, as usual. You have done very good so far, at least with the preliminary first impression. So we're going to put this back, and we'll grab something else. So we see. Rich Rapport, a design line I've had some things from. I'm pretty sure Birchbox has put a few Richard Rapport socks in. Cotton Crew socks, comb cotton, designed in California, a men's 6 through 12. So kind of a I don't know if we call that a heather, kind of a red on black speckle with a blue on black speckle. Very nice, of course. I'm not sure if it would pass the calf test or not. Even looking at this, I mean, I guess it would come up kind of low on the calves. A little small for my large paw-like feet, but still nice. Richard Porter again, a known design entity. Is this? Oh, it is. All right, so this is a bottle of Riviera from English Laundry. If you've seen the Birchbox videos, you know that English Laundry is kind of my go-to fragrance. As a matter of fact, I have a bottle of Riviera that I bought about 2 years ago. It was in one of the first Birchboxes that I got, sampled it, and loved it so much I got the full bottle. So now I have a second bottle of this. Man, and I know what this goes for. This is the 3.4 ounce, so this is about an $80 bottle over on, I guess you would say, the subscription site that dare not speak its name. And we'll follow that up with a bottle of Rivera by English Laundry, 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and I love this. Oh, gentleman's box. Bless your little hearts. They actually put some tape over the lid just to make sure that it didn't open up inside. Again, one of the things that I really love about this company, they go to great lengths. They kind of think proactively on a lot of these issues, and it may look really stupid, but I really appreciate the fact that they went to their to the effort that they did to make sure that this did not make a mess inside of the very, very nice box. 3-in-1s, I'm not a huge fan of, if only because I kind of like right now don't need a shampoo, and also because I tend to go more towards bar soaps, but that does not mean that I will discount this. That does not mean that I will probably not use this. But yeah, man, so far so good. And I haven't even gotten. I'm in my mind at least. The cardboard is kind of like the big ooh-ah item. Speaking of, so let me move on to this. So we have a tie from Knottery, and I'm pretty sure that Knottery is a label that I've seen in past boxes. Looks familiar. So again, we're kind of keeping up with our speckle theme. But in this case, we have some light colors. It looks like some reds, some yellows, and maybe blues or greens on a black. So, something that could easily go with pretty much any shirts. Black is always a good color to put with pretty much anything. I mean, you can wear a black tie and a black shirt, a little redundant, but the splashes of color would, make the tie pop. The fabric is a little coarse, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not every tie has to be that kind of pseudo faux silk. So I could easily see this as being something that I could wear to work. Put this on a collared shirt, and I'm good to go. I've been talking about the fact that I'm kind of moving up the food chain at work, and so. My philosophy has always been you look to the person who's ahead of you in the hierarchy and you kind of take their lead. So when I was hired on this job, thank God, it's almost 3 years ago at this point in time, I had a conversation with my then soon-to-be boss about grooming and dress. And at that point in time, he said, we teach, we spend a lot of time either behind a desk or in our office. There's no need to play dress up. And, he pulled up and he said, I wear tennis shoes and I get a lot of grief for it. He was in his New Balance and a polo shirt, but I noticed that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, suddenly he started wearing sport coats. And, one day I just happened to catch him walking in the hall and I particularly looked down at his feet and he was wearing dress shoes, and kind of had a conversation, and we talked a little bit about the future of where we work and where we're going. And he said, I was kind of told that, they said, well, they really don't see me in a position of leadership for this particular thing, which is where I want to go for. So he started elevating his dress game, which means I probably need to start elevating my dress game a little more, which is really going to kill me because right now when I work, just I'm a big boy. I could really use some support. I've got some amazing Merrell hiking boots that I absolutely love, and I'm probably going to have to forego those in the spring semester and start putting on dress shoes, which also means I'm going to have to start putting on dress socks, which means that my feet and calves are going to hate me. But the things that we do for career longevity. But I could easily see throwing on a tie like that over a sport coat, and that tie would look really good. So I'm exceptionally pleased. There is nothing in this box so far that I have any buyer's remorse over. Again, even the 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash, I can run with that. If only because it's Rivera, and that's an awesome scent. So it looks like we've got 2 more things here. I'm just going to grab the small one because, like I said, I am saving the big cardboard item. So this is from Hook and Albert. It's a pair of cufflinks, and kind of cool. So it looks like it's a. I should probably show you before I describe it. That would help. So they're basically knotted leather. So it looks like blue leather cord, black leather cord. The clasp appears to be, yes, the clasp, if I can pull this up as close as I can, is a black leather wrapped around a silver clasp. Very nice. I've said this. If you watch these videos for a while, you keep hearing me say I need a shirt where I can wear cufflinks. I need an opportunity to wear the collection of pocket squares that I'm building up. Even though I'm going to disagree with Bill Maher in one of his new rules segments right before the holiday break. He kind of took a swipe at people who wear pocket squares, and as far as I'm concerned, I like the look. I'll tell you what it is. I am afraid of cutting the seal on the sport coat. It's kind of like the first rule that when I kind of started to play with my dress game a decade or so ago, the first rule that people always told me was don't cut the stitched seams on a sport coat. So in other words, the pockets are stitched. You can't put your hands into them. The breast pocket is stitched. You can't put things into it. But of course, that kind of defeats the idea of putting in a pocket square. I will probably... I have a sport coat that I'm going to try to play with and just see if I can get over that phobia. And I also need to find a shirt that I can wear cufflinks with because, again, I'm getting some really cool stuff from these boxes. I just need an opportunity to wear them on a regular basis. So we are at the last item in this 2-year anniversary box. And, what is in here is in some kind of cardboard. So I'm going to, again, have to pull out the knife and make some kind of idle small talk as I carefully cut the tape, and not myself. And this is just not pulling through. There we go. One side done. And another side done. And down the middle, and again, I have absolutely no idea what's in this, but I am nothing but pleased over the contents of this box. This box is worth every single dime that I paid for it. Of course, it was more than a few dimes, but you get the idea. If you've seen some of the videos, you've seen me have buyer's remorse over several of the boxes that I picked up, and absolutely no buyer's remorse here. And this is definitely no buyer's remorse. Of course, I am struggling with the plastic. As soon as I can get this open. So basically, we have, there we go. So, it's a watch case. And, admittedly, it's not a Stephen Strange watch case. Pull it out of the drawers, and the watches are all spinning. Of course, I'm not a rich, famous neurosurgeon who happens to get involved in the mystical arts, but nonetheless, very nice. So, the case has watch mounts. So, the idea, put the mount in, put the watch there. It is a black, I'm going to assume it's leatherette. I don't see anything marking it as real leather, but, again, what I paid for the box, probably not going to see that. But I say that because, actually, hang on a second. hold that thought. I see a... Oh, I see what it is. All right. I was looking at this. I thought there was something where I could pull the tray out. You know, I've had my Apple Watch for... It's going on 2 years now. I got it in June, a year and a half. June 15. You know, gonna keep the device, but I still have some old watches that, you know, I would like to keep up with. And, you know, something like this would be just a great place to store the watches and keep track of it. So, wow. Yeah, Gentleman's Box. Man, you know, this is... you guys kicked ass on this. And I would really love to see, you know, maybe not on a quarterly basis because it was kind of a big hit to buy this, but, you know, as the gift to myself, y'all knocked this one out of the park, you know, as usual. Hands down, exceptional. So just to kind of recap what we've gotten here, actually, let's take a look at the card, and I will put things away as I see them. So the leather watch box, I guess we should put leather in quotes. The leather watch box coming in at $20. We have the Hook and Albert, not Cufflinks, coming in at $35. We have the English Laundry Riviera Fragrance 3.4 ounce. Oh, and again, that's coming in at $76. That was about what I paid for it on the other subscription site. Of course, the other part is putting all this fun stuff back in the box. We have the English Laundry Riviera 3-in-1 Body Wash coming in at $25. And I've also taken the tape off it, so I need to be careful when I put it back in so it does not make a mess accidentally. We have the Richer Poorer Sock coming in at $12. We have the Knottery Tie coming in at $55. And finally, we have one more reveal here. I knew I shouldn't have put this away. There we go. We have the Men of Styler watch coming in at $285. Actually, no, this is Men of Style. Gentleman's Box. You did. Oh my God, typo. E and R are right next to each other on the keyboard. Guys, come on, proofread. The Men of Style watch coming in at $285, bringing the retail value of the box to $508. You know, again, even in spite of the typo, guys, I'm absolutely digging everything about this. I mean, you know, again, just exceptional work. As always, very happy with the product, very happy with the service. And again, I'm looking forward to the next anniversary box. And, you know, maybe you'll do another special box between here and there. So there we go, folks. That is your 2-year anniversary Gentleman's Box 2-year anniversary collection. As usual, you know the routine. Leave a comment down below. If you're nice, I'll be nice back. If you're not nice, I can be really not nice, as several people on Facebook recently learned. Also, subscribe if you really want to listen to me natter on and on and on. You can do that and be emailed every time that I do. Otherwise, I guess I will see those of you who are following the gentleman stuff when the next Gentleman's Box and or Espresso Box arrives. So until then, take care, folks.